Hi, my name is Kamala Thompson. In this series, we'll be covering how to format your novel to fit the KDP paperback submission guidelines. This is video 2 of a multi-video series. The series is broken into small pieces, so you don't need to watch a tutorial if you already know how to do something. I've also included time markers for each subsection in this video if you want to skip any content. In this video, we'll be covering body of work formatting, which includes font selection, modifying styles, formatting paragraphs, and formatting chapters. I know it seems like a lot, but each piece is quite simple. Before we jump in, let's have a discussion about fonts. Amazon guidelines only give 2 strict requirements. Fonts must be sized a minimum of 7 points for readability's sake, and fonts must be embedded into the final file. You can use fonts you purchase online as long as they can be embedded. Purchase fonts are tricky because some of them won't embed in your files because of technical or legal restrictions, so proceed with caution. I've provided the link to Amazon's paperback font guidelines with instructions on how to test and embed fonts in the description below this video. In my humble opinion, I would strongly recommend spending your time just about anywhere but selecting a font. People will only comment on your font if you choose poorly. Your number 1 priority should be legibility. Font selection is all about minimizing your chance of distracting your reader from the story. Any standard font will do. As you can see, I have my document open. I've already followed the steps outlined in video 1 to format the page size and margins. In the expanded toolbar on the Home tab, you'll notice a section of styles available for preview. You can either right-click on the style you want to modify or open the style pane. From the style pane, we'll be modifying the normal style, which will be used for the bulk of your text, the heading 1 style, which will be used for chapter names, the heading 2 style, which will be used for the author name on the title page or sub-chapter titles, and the title style, which will be used for your interior book title page. To edit the normal style, hover over Normal, click the down arrow, and select Modify Style. Choose your format, choose your font size, and then we'll modify the paragraph settings. For normal paragraphs, we'll go to Format, Paragraph, change the alignment under General to Justified. Under Indentation, Special, first line by 0.2 inches. Spacing before and after will remain 0 points, and line spacing will be updated to single. Click OK. You'll notice that your document updated, and you now have normal text applied to the bulk of your document. To ensure normal was applied to your entire document, select All by using Command A, then click Normal up in the Style pane preview. Next, we'll create Heading 1 settings. We're going to hover over Heading 1, click the down arrow, select Modify Style, choose your text, and update the font size. Chapter titles are generally centered, so we're going to go ahead and center text now. Click OK. Next, we'll modify Heading 2. Hover over Heading 2, select the down arrow, select Modify Style, select your font, update the size if you wish. I prefer to stay at 16, and then center the text. Click OK. We'll do the same for title. Hover over title, click the down arrow, modify style, update your font, and update the title size. Also remember to center your text. Click OK. Next, we're going to go through special formatting for paragraphs. Your first paragraph of any chapter is going to differ from following paragraphs. We're going to go ahead and go in the Style pane and click New Style. We're going to label this first paragraph. Make sure the style is based on normal. The font and font size should remain the same. Go to Format, select Paragraph. The first line of your first paragraph will not be indented, so we're going to go to Indentation, Special, and set that to None. Under spacing, we're going to have a space in the Before category. This creates a natural space between your chapter headings and your first paragraph. Go ahead and click OK. Click OK again. To apply the format to your first paragraph, select the paragraph, click First Paragraph, and you'll notice that you now have a space and no indent. Optionally, you can elect to drop case. This enlarges the first letter of the first word of each first paragraph. To do this, go to the Insert tab, select Drop Cap, choose Dropped. I'm not sure if I'll keep this, frankly, because my first paragraph starts with a quote, but we'll see. I'm not going to lie. Formatting chapters to include proper section breaks and formats is tedious but necessary. Section breaks allow you to apply different formats to different sections without impacting the entire document. Highlight your chapter title. Click Heading 1. You'll notice that because we chose to center the text under the setting, we don't actually have to do it here. Now I'm going to select my chapter subtitle, select Heading 2. In this case, I want it to be italicized, but that's not the general rule for this subtitle. So in this case, I'll click Home, and then just italicize this particular selection. Generally, before each chapter, you're going to enter a section break. The exception here is chapter 1 because I don't have my front matter developed. I'll need to do that once I insert the front matter. For now, we're going to skip to chapter 2. I'm going to type Command F, type chapter, and that way I can quickly skip from chapter to chapter. To insert a section break, I'm going to put my cursor before chapter 2, go to Layout, select Breaks, and then select Next Page under Section Breaks. Then I'll go ahead and format my chapter title, my chapter subtitle. Again, this is an exception and I want italics. And then I'm going to select my first paragraph and apply the first paragraph style. I'm also going to insert a drop cap by going to Insert, Drop Cap, Dropped. I'll go to my next chapter heading by clicking Next on the Find window and repeat the steps. You can see after a while you get into a rhythm, and it's not as bad as it could be. It's not great, but it's not terrible. This concludes video 2 of the Formatting Your Paperback for Self-Publishing series. Thanks so much for stopping by. Make sure to subscribe and check out my channel for more writerly tips spanning across both traditional and self-publishing models. Feel free to leave a comment for any new content you'd like to see. Take care.